This is Identity Exposed. You've been told what identity is, but what if what you've been told is not true? Let's take a closer look. Let's take things one step further again, because as we discussed in the last video, it's one thing for identity to shift because it's not anchored. It's a whole other thing for your identity to break. So let's look at what happens not just when life changes, but when it applies pressure, when something major falls through, or you make a serious mistake, you face a failure, or something more personal happens, a relationship breaks down, you go through a divorce, or professionally, you're let go of a job you've had for many years, or something you were counting on and working hard on for a long time doesn't come through. Or maybe it's sickness. It's just something you didn't plan for, something you can't control. Now, it's not just that your identity shifts, it feels like it's gone. Like what you thought was there isn't there anymore. At this point now, you're not adjusting. You're not just reevaluating. You're not just redefining or recreating yourself. You've lost your footing. And now you're trying to find something to stand on because suddenly who you thought you were doesn't feel valid anymore. What you believe about yourself doesn't feel true anymore. You feel lost, like something in you has come undone. You can't think clearly, you can't ground yourself. You aren't even looking for answers anymore because you've lost track of who you are. You feel like you've disappeared and now you're just trying to hang on. In that moment, it can feel like everything is falling apart. I know, I've been there. But let's take a closer look because did you actually disappear or did something get exposed? Because these moments are not random. What they do is that they reveal what you were standing on, what your identity was depending on, what it was holding onto to feel secure, to feel certain, to feel safe, and to feel like you were okay. And when those things get shaken or taken away, your sense of identity gets shaken or taken away with it. Not because identity is supposed to work that way, but because what you were calling identity was never actually holding you. It was something you were holding. And when you can't hold it anymore, it doesn't just shift, it gives way. So maybe nothing about you disappeared. Maybe what disappeared was what you were depending on to define yourself. And if that's the case, what would identity have to be to hold you when everything else gives way? We're just getting started. In the next video, the exposure continues.